That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interactions, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back! Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for something. Okay, so is this the same poem? I think this is still the same poem. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can only see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lung. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. This is different. This is not what she wrote before. So what do you think? It's very freeform. Sorry, I'm not really the person to look at feedback. Okay. Kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems and putting emphasis on the timing. When performed out loud, it can be powerful. What was the inspiration? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Okay, an epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Is she trying to say that I shouldn't pick any of the girls to focus on? And that like when I do that, they die? I think maybe that's like the symbolism there. Because I focused really hard on Sayori, and then she died. Now I'm focusing hard on Yuri, so she's dead, and then I'm gonna kill Natsuki, and then that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. ... As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? ... Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Ooh, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ah ha ha ha. Yuri takes a breath. So what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. I mean, I guess I've been doing it for a while now. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really? This is actually my first time. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits, usually typical new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of picked up on them. I think the most noticeable thing, they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's if her demeanor totally changes, her stammer is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. I think what they're trying to say, it's like there's a subtext here that's don't tailor your word choice to a specific person. I think that's what they're trying to say. There are so many different skills and techniques, not just finding them and building them. It might take you some time. Yeah, we already saw this. Gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? I shouldn't talk about other people. Yep. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Okay. Smiles dressed dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. This is the same, I think. And she uses blue-green a lot. Like she's very, like she uses them like all her poems. Maybe it's like a, I don't know. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't discover it. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. It's silly. I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts in their work. They usually do more than tell a story. In this case, perhaps the subject was being compared to a ghost symbolically, lingering in her past and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Drybear. Me too. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. The song has changed pitch again. And where's Natsuki? Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Yuri smiles sadly. This is the same as before. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh no, it's nothing. Turns the poem. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism? It's about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I don't know that. Just I meant. The language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice? Thanks. But I didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who liked it. Okay. And Drybear did too. So based on that, I'm glad you used some suggestions of my own. And then she's gonna be like, no, Drybear liked mine too, by the way. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time. I don't expect to change my writing style. And by the way, Drybear liked my poem too. He even told me he was impressed by it. Suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress our new member. And this is where they fight. But without a Sayori, there's no one to break up the fight. Which means I have to choose here. I don't have a way out. I will have to choose one of them. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Drybear appreciates my advice. Huh? How do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Drybear went to the room. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that, you really... Oh. This is... Wait. Stop. 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 No more. Don't do this. You're really acting as though you look, Natsuki? Stop. Stop this. Me? Look who's talking. You want to be edgy, bitch? What? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend? See? Okay. This is where Sayori saves the day, but she's not here anymore. Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. This is getting dark. They're getting meaner than they were before. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Oh, my God. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the F is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Drybear hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Ah. Suddenly Yuri turns to me as if she noticed I was standing here. Drybear, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did... Wait. Go back. Go back. I wanted to read that. No, dude. It says something about whomever I agree with, and I don't have Sayori to bail me out. Yuri? Wait, do I have to choose again? Yuri. It's making me choose again? Yuri. Is that wrong? Am I not allowed to choose that? How far does it go in? Hi, Monica. What's up? You, Hey, what's going on, Monica? It's like I'm not allowed to agree with Yuri. All right, let's choose Natsuki then. Monica, ... Hey, Drybear? Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Okay. Sure. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Monica. Bruh. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom, crying. Natsuki, what's wrong? She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you? I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Drybear? Please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about this by tomorrow. Completely. All right, that's ominous. With the smile too, she's just grinning. Completely forget about it. Don't worry. ... Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. ... Is Monica gonna kill Natsuki now? Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. She wanted to be alone with me. ... Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Oh, she's stepping up to her. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Drybear. It would be just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate... What? Okay. Now most of these words are negative. Unrequited, spinning, empty, despise, tragedy, inferno. Can I pick things that Sayori would want? Is that possible? She would like together, right? No, Natsuki would. There's like no adventure or anything. Fun? Pleasure? Oh, she would like that. Rainbow? Contamination, broken anger, portrait, clouds. Calm. Okay. Raindrops. That was Sayori, right? No. What is this? What is this one? Fireflies, milk, clumsy, sweet, entropy, flower, sugar, music, alone. Fireflies. Daydream, summer, poof, vanilla, whistle, nightgown, sadness, charm, vacation? There's no more Sayori stuff in here. Rain cloud. Rain cloud. That was Sayori, right? No, it's not you. Childhood. Determination? Suicide? Why did you jump for suicide? Why are you jumping for suicide? Why are you sad? Bliss. Climax? Okay. Love. I'm gonna choose this one. See what happens. Who jumps for this one? Whoopsie doosey? My bad. Okay. Journey? Universe? Doki Doki? I'm gonna choose Journey. Promise. Is this unlocking all the original words that we had before? Amazing. It's not showing me who's responding anymore. Skipping, infality, melody, unending. Strawberry. Wasn't that, it was Strawberry Sayori? Forgive? And then flying, pain, email, kitty, tears, art. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene. Wait, hold on. We have a file. It's called I hate this. I can't do anything, nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Monica? Why does Monica want me to hate them? Or is it Natsuki? Don't kill yourself, please. Whoever's writing this, choose life. Oh my god. Okay. Going back in. Enter the club room. The usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Drybear. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at her desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well? Yuri? I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I already had decided that there's no way that you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Drybear, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? Ah! No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man? Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. ... Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help it. So she's starting to act the way that Sayori acted around me, which got her killed. So, dude, okay. I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. Okay. She did forget everything, I guess. Okay. I don't even remember anything bad happening. Okay. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? ... What did she even say to her that... Did Monica wipe her memory? Oh my god, her face! What is that face? Jesus Christ! Mibbles Celluloth, Blindsight Lifeline Anon, Rectipetality, Faultlessly Offered Solemnade. What? Okay. I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I'm always afraid you secretly hated me or something. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Ha. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. All right. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I was playing piano. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music. I don't give me any credit that I deserve. I guess I'll be practicing for a while, but I'm still really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm just impressed. Ah, well, thanks. You should play something for us sometime. Ah, that's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Drybear. Monica smiles sweetly as the other two disappear from my screen. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really? I choose not to bring anything that the three of us talked about besides Natsuki has already run off into the closet? Why is Natsuki in the closet? Drybear, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Why does it feel like if I don't choose Monica, she's gonna delete everybody? That's what it feels like right now. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try and calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. She's acting like Sayori, right? She's opening up a lot. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I take some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. Why is everyone going to the closet? I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts with her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you? That's okay. You stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha! 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 What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Is she cutting herself? A sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? She's cutting herself. Jesus. Okay, I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh my god, there it is. Kia! I'm back. Okay. History? Okay. Save. I have no saves. They're gone. Why do I have this? What? Where did my saves go? I'm gonna go to 2. Okay. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Drybear, do you like oolong tea? Oh yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature in the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really did this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Yuri doesn't hum. Why is she acting like Sayori? What's happening? What is going on? Is that so? Yes, I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. What do you mean it turns out it's not? What? When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Drybear. It's very endearing. That's what Sayori would say. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Drybear, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Yeah, let's say posture. Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, that's it. That must be it. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we would just sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri has noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. ... After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Okay, I mean, that's very astute, I guess. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case,